Hey y'all, it's Mo9 and we are talking about your femme fatale energy. What kind of femme fatale energy are you giving? How you use it now and how you can use it in the future. We've got 4 choices here. I hope you can see them. It's a little white on white here. We've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. I did a pre-shuffle this time. I really like them. But here we are. We've got your 4 choices. Go ahead and pick whichever pile you're drawn to, and I'll see you in your pile. Hey, pile ones, let's get into it. You got the sage and the crone. You could be someone who decides about fairness a lot. You're an academic person, very strategic type of energy. Very kind, very knowing. You're a fair and honest person. So you are the delegate. You're killing it with that knowledge. You could be an older femme fatale. You're very captivating. You're someone who teaches others. Oh, yeah. And you can really have faith in the things that you've learned. You probably learned a lot from the school of hard knocks before you learned it from the school of academics. Like, you are very wise beyond your years, even if you are older. Yeah, you learned it because you've been through it. You've been on the side of the giver and the one in need of giving, person in need. This has helped you to create a healthy way of communicating with people. Like, you're wise. People get you. People understand you. Aw, you've had maybe a lot of immature love experiences or relationships with people. So you've learned over time how to be a good partner to somebody, not just romantically, but as a person. You know what comes to mind? That song by Christina Aguilera. I forget what it's called, but she's like thanking a past lover for the things she learned from them, how to be stronger, how to communicate healthier, how to have faith in herself and her what she's doing. That's you. You've learned over time and you've adapted it and you made it work for you, and it makes you a smarter person that people come to for knowledge. Even if they don't want to hear it, they're gonna hear it. The sun card. You know how shady people are always like, I don't throw shade, I shed light. You actually shed light. You actually are a sharer of light. You bring truth to a space. You're able to bring happiness to a space. And again, wisdom. People get knowledge from you. They can acknowledge you. They can acknowledge the knowledge they receive from you. Yeah. It helps them think. It helps them be wise to it, hip to it. You. The death card and the tower here represent how to use your femme fatale power of wisdom. And oh my gosh, it's to bring down autocracies, basically. It's to knock structures down that are falsely built. It's to end cycles. It's to stop things from happening that should not be happening. Um, you're like a generational curse, generational trauma breaker. Um, Not just for yourself, but for others as well. It's important to understand the power of, I mean, you understand the power of wisdom. You understand it if there was ever a time, but now you understand it. And it's important to recognize and acknowledge that you're here to break some curses. Oh, Five of Cups. It can be lonely sometimes. And it's with this clarifying it, the Five of Cups here, it's very much like sometimes people aren't ready to hear what you gotta say, and it creates separation. But they will be ready eventually. They get into it eventually, or they stay in that rubble. It's not for you to decide. Because what you're doing is helping people be more stable, more like communal, more community based, ways of helping each other as well as themselves. Like engineer, scientist, philosopher, mediator, counselor, teacher. That's you. Magician and the star. When I'm saying these things, that's you. So it's just important to recognize. You've got an additional message here. This is the Ivy Moon. This is from my Moon Magic reading. So it's also known as the Beaver Moon or the Frost Moon. It's what it's like the winter solstice moon. Not only could this be a lucky time for you, but your luck comes with this part of you. This is what brings you luck. This is probably what you do for work. You bring happiness and joy to the people around you. The stones associated with the Ivy Moon is the green aventurine, citrine, and amazonite. Herbs associated are allspice, nutmeg, and thyme. These are all like fall, Halloween type stuff. This could be the type of year you love the most. It's a good time of the year to bring people together. And just remember again, like you bring a lot of luck to people. A lot of your wisdom helps people decipher things to create opportunities for themselves and others, and to think in new and exciting ways that can help them problem solve. Like powerful. That's your reading, pile one. You're freaking powerful genius, and people are appreciative of you. I am appreciative of your energy. Thanks again for watching, y'all. You already know what it is. Hit the description box. You can like this video, you can subscribe to the channel, and check out my website or the Patreon. Peace. Hey, Pile 2, let's talk about the Femme Fatale that you are. We got the Queen. You're a leader. You're a very resourceful person. You could be very not, you could be financially stable. You're a compassionate person. And as well as a teacher, you could have kids. Be someone who has children. You're able to look at things at a new perspective. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. You're observant. You're very sit back and watch and let me see what's going on first. Um, maybe I wouldn't say Sigma type, but that's the term that people are using now. But you just kind of like sit back and observe. And this allows you to have faith in the actions that you take. Yeah. You could be really strategic with creating relationships too. Everybody that is in your life is in your life for a reason. Either you could learn from them or you could work with them. It's almost like you create alliances. The Four of Cups keeps wanting to come up. Are you currently unhappy with like something? Oh. Yeah, you're not really messing with nobody right now. You're looking for new opportunities and you're not really finding what you want. There is still going to be more time with this trial and error phase that you're in and kind of figuring out either how to rebuild a team or what direction you want to go in. There's some research that you need to do. There's some self analyzing that you're already going through that's going to help you with that right now. But it's going to take time with the Seven of Pentacles. There's some things we can. Okay. Things to ask yourself. What is currently in my disposal that I could use or have access to? And this includes relationships. And how do I take action in these places so that things change for the better, both within myself and for my financial growth? So there needs to be a skill upgrade, whether it is a character skill or a physical skill. And not being afraid of the unknown. Maybe not even being afraid to walk away from certain relationships. This went left. You're loved. You have loving relationships. You can let go of some of the strategic ones that are connected to a douchebags. Okay. Yeah. So the next card was like why this femme fatale characteristic is really important. It helps clear your mind. It helps reassure you. But now you're not very reassured about your team. But you need to be able, well, the next cards are how to use it. And you got the 3, how to use your skills of negotiation and leadership and loyalty and wisdom and patience and resourcefulness. You use it with the 3 of discs and the Prince of Cups, and that's creating beneficial relationships. You're that diplomat. Like you're negotiating with people's territories. you're good. You're a good person to talk to. You're great at bringing people together. You are a good leader as long as you are a loyal and just leader. And you handle some of these secret relationships. Handle them. Create healthy teams. Ooh. Knocking stuff over. Create healthy teams. Come on, Justice. Come on, Justice. Create balanced, healthy, just teams. Around yourself and with others. That'll be really beneficial for you. We have got an additional message. You got the lemon balm for the nervous system. And it's good for your skin too. It helps with like shingles or herpes outbreaks. For magical use, it's used for love spells. Oh, it's used for love spells and spells for success. So, you definitely want relationships that don't trigger the nervous system. And really, do your own research on ways to really help your nervous system. You got the love tip. This is a reciprocity. This is from my love tip reading. I don't know what got on it. I think I was spraying something. You can't really see it on the camera. Anyways, it's all about reciprocity. What privileges do you have and share, and what privileges are shared with you? Why do you give? These are all things to ask yourself and answer for yourself. Answer it for yourself. Really, that's why I leave open-ended questions. It's for you to analyze how you want to do it. But like, these are things to keep in mind. You definitely want healthy relationships that involve reciprocity. Ooh, in healthy ways. Did it get darker? Oh no. Okay, Pile 2, that's you. Excuse me, I hope it was helpful. And I hope you get all the supportive alliances that are actually friendships that are with people who want to see each other grow and win. You deserve it. And yeah, if you want to check Check me out on other social media platforms. Go ahead and check out the description box. You can find my website, social medias, and the Patreon. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Hey, Pile 3. What's up? Let's talk about your femme fatale. You are the wild woman. Nobody can mess with you. You're okay with crashing out. You don't mind if you scream at a hoe or windmill that bitch. Sorry. That's a darker version, but in reality, you can be depicted as a representation of Lilith, and like, you've seen some things in your life and you understand outcasting. You are self-reliant. You're really about achieving things on your own. You could be someone that's child-free, but not necessarily. You could be a divorcee. But really, you're like a goal-oriented person, you know? You're like an advocate for people. You may have dark humor. You're just not you could be someone who is like, prefers hiking versus vacationing, or like you do adventurous things. You're like an adventurous type person. You have healed from a broken heart. So like, the concept of Lilith is she was in the Bible as a woman, woman that was made at the same time as Adam, or I believe before or the same time. I'm sorry, I'm messing the story up. But the point is, she wanted to be considered equal, and Adam was like, no, you're beneath me. I'm the one. Okay, I don't know who told you that. And she was like, no, I want to be equal. She got shunned, and then Eve was made, and she survived outside of the Garden of Eden with all the creepies and the crawlies. And she would make children with whatever. And it's just a way to, like, bastardize women for wanting equal things. And a dude can have kids with like 100 people. And if a woman does it with 6, they're like, oh my God, harlot. It's just like, you get outcasted for things that you really just want to be considered an equal person. This could be something that you run into a lot. You've overcome a lot in your past. There could be, you've overcome a lot in your past without having to go into detail or triggering. It has a lot to do with your self-reliance. You may be hyper self-reliant. Well, a lot of your healing comes through self-expression. Ooh. A lot of your healing, your self-expression comes from endings that have happened to you. It's like endings and new beginnings. Ooh, girl. You may have had to windmill somebody. With the 7 of Wands, you may have had to... I forgot the lyrics, but I love it. What is it? When I'm on the scene, on the girl, don't stop, don't stop, bop, bop, bop. You know the Saucy Santana song? A lot of your inspiration comes from that. Whether you like had to physically, verbally, or per my original email, windmill somebody. You're like, I'll do it professionally, I'll do it hood. How you want to do it? Yeah, swords. Ace of Swords, you take action. All right, let's get into, yeah, you've overcome a lot. I don't think people really, you don't even know the things that you've overcome. You don't really tell them, but you definitely know about loss, endings, emotional pain. I'm sorry to trigger you. Your spidey sense, if you see, if you're, if you even smell or see the twitch of a duck, you're like, this nigga quacking. It looks like a duck smell. Like, you just, if you get the inkling of this is gonna be bullshit, you're hitting the road. Um, you're not afraid of the unknown. And I feel like you already do this, but the things that you have overcome with the Queen of Cups make you emotionally aware, very compassionate. It makes you someone who really just wants to be emotionally safe around people. Even if you're like, it's crazy because I say this like, you may get a bad rap for your quote unquote wildness, but you're not a douchebag. You just don't want to fit into any sort of confines of reality. This may leave you outcasted at times, but you are aware, emotionally aware. Damn, you moved the hell away from people. You got both the I'm leaving your shit behind cards. You have probably had to do that a lot. Where you're just not afraid to be like, I'ma head out. You don't, it leaves you outcasted. You know what? This ability to not be afraid of the unknown is a superpower. It allows you to think outside the box and not be afraid to take action on the things that you are passionate about. And that is something to be really upheld. You're like, well, like you've you kind of have a concept of what the unknown is. Sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's uncomfortable. Um, but if what I want is on the other side of it, get that shit out of my way. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm doing it. Fearless should be on this list. 'Cause that is you. And that's gonna be what really gets you to the bag, is that fearlessness. That ability to just be like, well, I know I'm going to make it happen on the other side of that discomfort, or out into the unknown space. Be safe. Use those ideas. Follow those passions. Follow those passions fearlessly. Be confident in them. You'll be really happy with the results. Just saying. Let's get your additional messages. You got 3 of them. So you got the love tip here. Love tip. Okay, I gotta do more love readings. People like them. You don't even like it here or there. Things seem good, but it's not what you want. Children are wild. Anyways, things seem good, but it's not what you want. Is what you want attainable? How so? Why? There is something you are not going for that you really want, and you're settling for like, whatever. I don't know what to tell you. But it's important to apply that fearlessness to getting out of like mundane structures or expectations of others. You got yellow dog. This really helps. It's like a alkalizing thing. It helps with fungal infections as well, a bunch of them. So, yellow dog is like a solar plexus. You're being stagnant. Is what I'm getting from that. But anyways, what else came up was the crow moon. Oh, it helps with all kinds of bacterial and fungal infections. Make sure you are alkalizing your system and I don't even know. Helping, taking care of your skin. You got the crow moon. It's also the worm moon. We're in March now. This is the time for change right now. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Do it. This full moon. Do it. It's time to go in relation to like your community, yourself, and the world. What are you? Take control now. It's okay to be the wild woman. So, stones that you can use: bloodstone, aquamarine, and citrine. Herbs associated with this is white sage, basil, and allspice. Add these to your repertoire immediately. It is March. Come up with a full moon ritual. If that's your kick, or like if you pray, or whatever you do. This is an important month of the March for changing things and transforming things for the better, and you can do it as long as you're applying that fearlessness of you're not afraid of the unknown. That's really what it comes down to. Don't be afraid. Well, I love you, wild woman or wild person. Have a great time enjoying your fearlessness and understanding the depths of humanity. If you want to check me out on other social media platforms, go ahead and check the description box. You can also find my website. And yeah, I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching. Hey, Pile 4. What's up? Hi. We're talking about your femme fataleness. Let's get into it. You got the maiden. Sexuality is your thing. You love. People try to like put some Jezebel spirit on you, but you are about passion and beauty, and you could be into womanism or feminism. You're a very flirtatious communicator. You really love sensuality. You can be very magnetic. Be someone who likes poetry. So you probably like defend women in sex work or things like that. Aw, people break your heart kind of easily. I mean, not easily. I'm sorry to say it like that. But You maybe break hearts easily. I'm sorry. You may find a lot of people who have just overcome heartache as well. But you love love. People be in your DMs, brokenhearted. So what we see here? If you're looking for love, it shall happen. But you know how to calm people who are brokenhearted as well. You know how to bring peace to people and have people feel really good about their future, even if you're not with them romantically. You are educated in adult interactions and willing to try new things. Yeah. I mean, it's the Empress. What else can we say? Beautiful, shining, powerful, glorious, great communicator, uh, powerful, creative, self-aware, nurturing, loving. I mean, what else can we say? Uh-huh. You've taken a lot of introspection from people's judgments, and the verdict is in that they can all kiss your ass. I mean, that you're gonna love love, and you're gonna be flirtatious and sexual and sensual and enjoy those parts of yourself unabashedly. Whatever that looks like for you, because sensuality is different for everyone. And I'm sure you know that. How to use this power, this super femme power. Listen, it's gonna help with confidence. You're gonna help boost your own and other people's confidence. You notice that people stand next to you, they feel more confident, especially when dating. You can do that to people who aren't dating you as well. And not in like some, ooh, let me get some of that clout type stuff, but like you being able to affirm yourself leaves room for them to do the same because they are inspired by you. And those who ain't inspired can go on. But mostly it's a state of inspiration. Helping people get out of get out of mental turmoil and stagnancy. Right, the teacher. The teacher. Yeah. You're shedding light on structures that limit people from free thought and free thinking, especially about their sensuality, their sexuality. Yeah. Concepts of reality. Yeah, you definitely are the defender of women. The defender. Oh, yeah. You let people know. You communicate very well. Let's do this one. Your additional message is the waxing moon. When is that? Please check and see, but mostly checking on your energy. So, you know, talking to people is cute and all. Love is love and all. But make sure that you are recharging and replenishing your energy after communicating with others. Um, Take time to prioritize self. Don't overgive. Don't people please. And yeah, just respect that you don't have to be like you probably already do. Don't respect that you don't have to be everything all at once. And that's really the beauty of, understanding your body. Um, so keep moving, keep dancing, keep being curious, keep up that self love because you deserve it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. You already know what it is. Hit the description box. You'll get other ways to find me, ways to support the channel. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.